Okay, next, we're looking closely at some recent public statements from Teresa Giudice.
Hmm.
She's been dealing with quite a bit of media attention lately, and how she's responding is pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let's start with that moment everyone was talking about, the live interview she cut short.
On WGN Morning News in Chicago.
Exactly. It was supposed to be about her show there, right?
Yeah.
Promotional. But the host, Larry Potash, started asking about her past legal stuff.
Yeah, kind of a sharp turn. And she just said, okay, I'm hanging up.
Yeah.
And did. Just gone. Now, some people might say, look, live TV, you got to roll with punches. Does she kind of set a weird precedent doing that? Or is it fair pushback?
Well, what's really interesting is how she explained it afterwards, on her podcast.
Mm-hmm.
She made it super clear. It wasn't some, heat of the moment thing.
Oh, really? Intentional?
Totally intentional. She knew what she was doing. And this, it sort of speaks to a bigger trend, maybe. Public figures wanting more control, setting boundaries in this, always-on media world. It feels calculated.
Asserting control in real time. And she has this philosophy, right? She said something like, at this point in my life, if I'm not happy, I'm going to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
She talked about feeling powerful, taking herself out of it, saying the host wasn't giving her a safe space, didn't let her do her job, which was promoting the show.
Right. And that sounds simple, maybe walk away. But for someone whose job is being in the public eye,
It's kind of a big deal, yeah.
and her point about local news, that it should be about connection, community, not confrontation.
Yeah, she actually asked, why wouldn't you provide a platform where people feel safe to talk?
Which, highlights this whole expectation of how hosts should treat guests, especially when they're invited on for something specific, like promotion.
Did she mention other instances?
She did, yeah. She mentioned hearing the same host did something similar with Tom Sandoval. So it illustrates maybe a pattern,
Yeah.
Which reinforces why she felt she needed to draw that line. It wasn't just about her.
Okay, so that incident seems to really show her approach to setting boundaries in the moment. Let's shift gears a bit, because we see a similar kind of tackling things head on with her financial situation.
Right, moving from controlling the immediate interaction to shaping the longer-term narrative around her finances. Another area with tons of scrutiny.
Yeah, she talked about the rumors changing her team. How does handling the money stuff connect or maybe differ from how she handled that interview?
Well, taking accountability when you're famous, it's not just sorting out the legal or money side, is it? It's a huge PR thing, too.
True.
She openly, it's a long process, fixing the tax issues. And she made a point of clarifying the steps she's taking, hiring these top-notch new accounting firms.
So it's proactive.
And putting that out there publicly, especially with the top-notch detail, it's strategic. It's about rebuilding trust, maybe rehabilitating her brand a bit in an industry that can be really tough about money mistakes.
And she also warned people, didn't she, about the industry being shady and toxic, told listeners to trust their gut.
Mm-hmm.
Now, trusting your gut is powerful advice personally, but maybe a bit simple for the entertainment business. Is gut feeling enough sometimes, or do you need more?
That's a fair point. I think her message really depicts her own journey, the lessons she learned the hard way. She clarifies, her commitment now to cross every T, dot every I, pay taxes right.
Right.
But she also acknowledges, hey, sometimes you trust the wrong people. She said, shit happens in life, but it's all how you deal with it, which really underscores that resilience piece, focusing on moving forward.
Yeah, and she ended that part with a pretty strong message, didn't she, about resilience.
Mm-hmm. If you get knocked down, you just got to pick yourself right back up and keep going. Classic Teresa, really.